Okay, I want to welcome you to the MyEcon Personal Financial Success presentation. We're going to teach you today about income shifting. I know some very motivated and excited person wanted you to hear this information. My name is Jon Pettiford. I am an Executive Vice President at Infinity, and I will be your host today as we go through this presentation. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about the company first and foremost. We're a 13-year-old, debt-free, technology-driven company based in Atlanta, Georgia. And we didn't borrow a dime from anybody to put this company together. But here's what's important. We've actually helped people put over $400 million in their pockets over the last several years here. And we're actually on track to put another $100 million in people's pockets over the next 12 months. So you're in the right place at the right time with the right company, okay? But let's talk a little bit more about personal financial success. Now, I talk to thousands of people all over the country, and I have not met 50 people that even knew what personal financial success was. So let's make sure that we're on the same page. It doesn't matter if you're a doctor, a lawyer, a school teacher, whatever it is you do for a living, you have two financial objectives. Number one, you need income for today. So this is where you trade time for money. So you work a certain amount of hours, you get paid a certain amount of money. If you don't work, you don't get paid. Now, one of three things is going to happen to every single one of us. Okay, we're either going to get too old to work, decide we don't want to work, or your job is going to fire you. And when that happens, you have to have a second source of income that comes from what is called income producing assets. Now, what is that? That's anything that you own that makes you money without you working. When is the last time you bought something that makes you money without you touching it? Most people have never done this, okay? But let's put some numbers to it so we really have a clear understanding. Let's say you have a $100,000 a year household income, okay, between you and your wife or husband or whatever the case may be. As a rule of thumb, you need about 12 and a half times what you make in a year. So you would need $1.25 million in an income producing asset, whether it's stocks, bonds, real estate, mutual funds, private businesses, retirement account, IRA, 401k, whatever you want to call it, right? But if it has at least that value and it gives you an 8% rate of return, you now have that same $100,000 a year and you can retire and never go back to work. But the problem is when we define personal financial success in this manner, guess what? People don't do it 90+% of the time in this country. But there's some very specific reasons why that does not happen. Number one, a little something called inflation. Have you ever heard of it? See, the cost of living goes up in this country every year. As a matter of fact, every 20 years in this country, the cost of living actually doubles. Now think about it. When does your income actually double? It does not. So you have to learn how to do two things. You got to multiply your income using what is called leveraged income and residual income. Leverage means have someone else help you make money, and residual means obviously getting paid over and over again for work you do one time. But now here's the problem. 95% of the people in this country make 100% of their income from a W-2. What that means is they lose 25 to 30% of their income to taxes before they ever spend a dime to take care of their family. That's a problem. If someone's taking 25 cents to 30 cents every time you make a dollar, does it affect your cash flow? Yes, obviously. Now, here's what's going to happen. This second problem is going to force you to have a third problem. Now, think about this. When it's time for you to make a major purchase, it's very difficult for you to save money when you're losing that 25%, right? So now when you have to buy a home or buy a car, you have to finance it and you're forced into debt. So now if you got a third of your income going to taxes and then maybe another third going to interest on debts, you've got 60% of your income that's going to absolutely nothing. And obviously if you have these three problems, you're going to have this fourth one. Inadequate savings and investing. Now, I want you to think about this and look at your screen as we talk about this. What is the number one strategy people use to build personal financial success? They say, well, I'm going to get a better job with a better company. Now, look at your screen. Does the better job attack inflation? Does it deal with high taxes? Absolutely not. Does it deal with debt? No. So we got to have better financial strategies. They say, well, I'm going to get another degree, or I'm going to get a master's, or I'm going to get a doctor's degree. Problem is, it doesn't affect inflation, doesn't affect taxes, and that'll probably make the debt go what? Up. So we have to have better financial strategies and more cash flow. So here's what MyEcon is going to do. We're going to help you build 5 cash flow streams. The first one, correcting tax withholding. Okay. Notice I did not say manipulate tax withholding. Sometimes people say, well, I claim 9 for 6 months and then I claim 0 for 6 months. That's not what we're talking about. Okay. Number 2, minimize your taxes. Typically, our clients will actually lower their taxes by $200 to maybe $800 per month. And that, a lot of times that happens within 10 to 14 days. Number 3, generate business income. We have to build income that we own. See, it doesn't matter if you love your job, and even if they pay you $100,000 a year, here's your problem. you don't build any equity. You can't take your seniority and give it to your children. You can't take your salary and give it to your children. You have to build something that you own. You cannot work for 25 or 30 years for someone else, build them an asset, and then you walk away and they leave with what you built. So I don't think your family can afford that. And number 4, debt elimination. The borrower is definitely serving to the lender. If you had $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 less a month in debt payments, would that be more money in your pocket? That's more cash flow, isn't it? Right? Okay. And last but not least, investing to build passive income. We have to become an investor. A lot of times people don't invest because they lack cash flow to do so. But you want to own a piece of America as opposed to just living in America. When somebody buys something from Amazon, you want to get paid. When somebody pays their Netflix bill, you want to get paid. See, we show you how to do those type of things. But let's talk about them in great detail, okay? All right, correcting tax withholding. The IRS says this: 80% of the people in this country overpay their taxes to the tune of about $3,000 a year too much. Now, you might say, well, John, how do you know this? Well, think about it. Anybody who gets a refund means they're overpaying their taxes. Now, if you're unsure about this, because some people are a little nervous, I want you to pull out your 1040, go down to line 75 on the back side of the 1040 that talks about your refund, and it says in big bold print, this is the amount that you overpaid. So anytime you get a refund, you overpaid your taxes. Now, I know you are conditioned to think that a refund is good, but it's actually not a good thing. And here's some other problems. Some people say, well, John, if I get the money back, why is it such a big deal? You lose something called return on investment. Let me give you an example, okay? The average refund is $3,000. Let's say for the last 20 years, you've been getting a $3,000 refund. So that would mean you have been overpaying your taxes by about $250 a month too much, and you gave the IRS an interest-free loan, okay? And the money was sitting with them for 12 to 18 months at a time in their investment account. They made money on it. Then you filed your taxes, got some money back, and you didn't get the return, so you actually lost money. So let me show you. If you had that money back into your checking account or your bank, and when you got paid, here's what would happen to you. You would take that extra $250 and you could drop it into your 401k, and now you would have the $60,000 plus you would have tens of thousands of dollars in compound interest. Today you don't have the compound interest. Today you don't have the $60,000. You just got some memories of the stuff that you bought, and some of it is probably broken, right? So we need to do some different things, right? So let's move on. Next thing. Minimizing what you're supposed to pay. What you have to understand, and we all have to understand, is that there's 2 types of tax systems in America. And when you look at this, I don't want you at the end of this presentation saying, hey, I got to think about it. It is absolutely nothing to think about. So let's talk about this really quickly. The government gives us tax incentives for things they actually want us to do. Okay, let me give you some examples. If you take $1,000 and go and rent yourself an apartment, you get no tax advantage for doing that. But if you take that same $1,000 and go and buy yourself a home, you're going to get a tax deduction for having a mortgage payment, right? So the government wanted more people to do what? Own homes. So they gave you a tax incentive to do so. Let me give you another example, all right? The other example is this. If you go and buy yourself a Toyota Prius, okay, which is a hybrid vehicle, you're going to get up to a $7,500 tax credit for buying a green vehicle. But if you go and buy a gasoline vehicle, okay, like I did, you get no tax credits for doing that because they don't give you incentives for buying gasoline cars. They want you to go green. Now, I got one last one for you. The business owner in America gets preferential treatment than the employees, okay? Let me show you an example. If you drive your car, go down to work, and come back home, you get no advantage for doing that as far as taxes is concerned. But if I take my car, drive my car down the road, and I go to make myself some money, both parties are trying to make money, right? But now the government is going to allow me to get 54 cents per mile every mile I drive my car and do business. So I want you to think about that. So this is the most unfair system I've ever seen, okay? But the least informed people in our system are the ones that don't get the advantages. So what we're going to do at MyEcon is we're going to inform you. We have a curriculum to teach you all this stuff and a software system to implement this strategy. So the average person can pick up sometimes $6,000 to $8,000 in tax deductions for driving their vehicle 80 to 90% of the time that they drive it. Now, how does that help you? Just think about this. Every $10,000 in tax deductions will typically save a person $2,500 to $3,000 on their taxes in real cash, okay? Let's take a look at some other things that you're already going to do. You're going to pay your cell phone bill. You're going to pay your internet bill, and now it becomes tax deductible as a business owner if you use it for business, but as an employee, no tax deduction, so you need to have that. What about travel? You're going to family reunions. You're going to vacations. How about take some business trips in the same locale where you're going to have those things go on, and now it can become partially tax deductible. So as you're doing business and making a bona fide attempt to make money, you're going to pick up and rack up tax deductions. Last but not least, this one's amazing. We can show you how to get up to a $12,000 tax deduction for feeding, clothing, and taking care of your child. Okay, a lot of people have 2 children. Bottom line is, with these things here, these are things you're already doing. We show you some different systems and strategies, and now you're going to pick up somewhere between $10,000 and $30,000, maybe even more, in tax deductions, and that's going to save you lots of money on your taxes. And the great thing about this, we show you how to use these as what is called adjustments to income, and these can now go on your W-4 form on your current job. And if that's the case, then you can pick up more allowances, and that puts $200, $300, maybe $400 per month back into your check, in addition to the non-overpayment. So that's great. But remember, I said you had to be a business owner. We have a world-class business income system, all right? Now, that system that I just talked about for the last 10 or 12 minutes, that's income shifting. That's the first start of it. Lowering your taxes, taking that money, bringing it back into your home, using it for things like debt elimination and investing. But now we're going to teach you how to do that. We have a whole system. We have a software system that's going to build you a financial plan, build you a debt elimination plan, and build you asset accumulation strategies. You're also going to get $1 million worth of identity theft protection. You get free and discount legal services. Plus, you get our smart money credit system. Have you ever taken a look at something called credit restoration? Typically, a person will pay somewhere between $400 and $1,000 just for that system right there. And this is included with your income shifting membership. Guys, it is amazing. And you get discount travel and corporate perks. Now, what's great about this is we're going to build you a website on the internet, basically a storefront. You don't have to have any inventory, no shipping, none of those things, no employees, no office space. See, a lot of people, remember, in order to get the deductions, you have to do what? Be a business owner, making a bona fide attempt to make money, and keeping great records, and we have a system for all that. But here's the thing. Most people don't have an idea to go and create a business, so we created a business in a box. It's just like if you buy a McDonald's. You don't have to figure out what you're going to sell. You don't have to figure out how much things are going to cost. It's already there. You plug into the system and you do what? Get paid, okay? So let's take a look at some of the things that people can buy from you. Identity theft protection. Amazing. It's not if you're going to get hit, it's when. So people can buy $1 million worth of protection from you for cheaper than the competition, and you're going to get paid not just one time, but every single month. The Smart Money Kit. This is a system that shows a person how to do everything. It's a credit education system. Show them how to do everything that a credit restoration company will do, and how do you build good credit. Our cash flow manager software system. People need to manage their finances. People can buy that. They can book airfare, hotel, rental cars, and cruises. Not become a travel agent. I have no interest in trying to figure out when people is coming and going, but I do want to get paid in the $8 trillion travel industry, right? Health and nutrition. We got some cutting-edge nutraceuticals. I don't even have time to cover all of them, okay? Cashback Mall. How would you like to get paid? Every time you shop at Macy's, Sam's Club, Walmart, Best Buy, and over 500 others. And even better, do you want to get paid when other people shop at those places? Absolutely. So this is a great and tremendous system, okay? But now let's talk about this. You can make money moving these products and services on your website. But now I'm going to talk about how do you build a network? Now, sometimes when I get here, people get a little confused. They say, well, John, is that one of those pyramid things? No, first and foremost, pyramids are illegal. I'm not talking about that stuff you've seen on Facebook and all that. This is a legitimate business opportunity with legitimate products and services that stand alone. Now, this is not to, this is for illustrative purpose only, to show you how our commissions work, not to guarantee you any type of income. But what you want to do, you want to become an EVP, okay? Why do you want to build a network? Because every super successful business in America has a network. You don't see one Walmart, you see many. You don't see one Walgreens, you see many. You don't see one McDonald's, you see many. Do I need to go further, okay? But take a look at this. It doesn't matter what you're selling, you need a multiple distribution points to really maximize your income. So you want to become an EVP. An EVP, you can do that 2 ways. You can either enroll 2 people in the income shifting membership, or you can move $200 in commissionable value in products and services on your website. The system's going to promote you. Now you're an EVP. Now you are promoted to the EVP, and what you can do is you can make a tremendous commission, guys. Every single time you refer somebody to the income shifting membership, you're going to make a whopping $35 commission, okay? And guys, when I tell you how much this income shifting membership costs, you're not going to believe it. But here's the thing. Let's drop three people after you're an EVP in your system. So now you made about $105. Now what's going to happen to you is, now if we start teaching people how to refer 3 people to the system, if we do 9 cycles of this, ladies and gentlemen, you got over $38,000 in commission. That could be 9 weeks. That could be 9 months. It could be 9 years. Whatever you want to do. But as you operate in your time, but you're getting upfront money for business expansion. And we're moving great products and services, okay? So this is the upfront money. But now, here's where it just gets ridiculous, okay? We have something called residual income. People maintain these systems, okay? And every single month on a monthly basis, and as they use and continue to use the membership, guess what? You're going to get paid every single month. It's just like when you pay your internet bill, or just like when you pay your cell phone bill. You signed up one time, but you maintain it every month, and the company gets paid, right? So you now have people that can bring you money in the form of usage of this membership, okay? We've had somebody put 500 people in less than 6 months. They built a team, maybe 10 people that built a team of 50. Now look at this. You got over $3,500 a month in residual income in that example. We've got people at every single juncture on your screen, okay? So we got people at 10 people. We got people at over 10,000 people. But the question is, where are you going to fit? Okay, but remember, a business is an asset, and it's worth a lot of times at least 10 times what it makes you in a year. So you could become a millionaire in short order. Okay, I want you to take that home, take that to the bank. Okay, but now think about this. Let's say between minimizing your taxes, okay, and between making commissions by moving the income shifting membership and products and services, we can get you $1,000. Now, sometimes people save as much as $1,000 on just taxes. Our software system is going to build you a debt elimination plan. It's going to put all your debts in order, which one to pay off first. Take a look at this. We paid off a $17,000 car in 12 months. We paid off an $8,000 Visa credit card in 5 months. And we paid off a $200,000+ mortgage in a little over 5 years. Guys, that is amazing. We got 100% debt-free with the help of the government's money. We just want to know, do you want to participate? Okay, $225,000 in debt paid off, and we saved over $352,000 in cash flow. But here's what's even more important. You've increased your cash flow to $2,945 a month. Because think about it. If you paid off all your debts right now and minimized your taxes, you might have somewhere between $1,000 and $3,000 a month that you can now take and redirect, right? So where can you redirect it to? Let's income shift again. Let's take that money and drop it into our investment account. In 10 years, you'd have $500,000+. In 15 years, you'd have over $1 million+. See, what is your other $1 million plan? Okay? See, the plan is simple. Lower your taxes using our income shifting membership. Now take that cash flow and take it and pay down debts. Now as you pay down debts, you got more money to invest. Isn't that what everybody wants to do? They want to become an investor. And MyEcon is the best situation that you can put yourself into where you can become an investor. So you can sign up today, okay? You're going to get our personalized website. You're going to get our world-class business income system, and you're going to get our income shifting membership, okay? That's going to include the income shifting strategy, the software, everything, the know-how, the everything we got, right? You're going to get the cash flow manager to lower your debts, increase your cash flow with that process, identity theft protection, free and discount legal services, the smart money credit system, discount travel and corporate perks, valuable tax benefits, and I say welcome to MyEcon.
Morning guys, it's Cyndie Shelton. I wanted to make a quick video here and to show you that I've been talking to you about the My $20 Biz and that we have a free rotator system. A rotator that is helping our downline get sales. Now it's free to you. Our team leader sends paid traffic to it. But I want to show you this. This is an ad I put on my wall last night congratulating some of the new members that have come in. Most have come in through the rotator. And what he does, and I wanted to show you live because people can doctor up images, so I wanted to show. I'm going to go on Bing. He's got ads on Bing, paid ads, and on Yahoo. So you're going to type in MyEcon, the name of the business, and there it is. The very first top thing, MyEcon Business Sign Up Dollar Funnel System. That's our rotator. And here's an ad, free guaranteed automated sign up profit system. And then I'm going to show you, he's got one on Yahoo too. So these are paid ads. These are ads that he is paying for to help build our team, to help us all, not to do it all for us, but to help us get sales. And then here's the ad here, the number one position on both Bing and Yahoo, MyEcon Business Dollar Funnel System. And I wanted to give you a little bit more proof. I just found out in my back office, I've been in now since May 25th, so not even a month yet. I just found out you can click on your check and see the details. Check this out. Every single person right here, every single person I got paid on, and none of them are direct to me, because you get $35 up front for your directs. So, but I get $25 on those that aren't directs, and then extra $10 bonuses here and some matching things here. So these are all, most of these came through the rotator. Some were personals to these, but as you can see, not one of them are ones I signed up and put under me. They are under other people, and as I said, most came in through the rotator. So I just wanted to show you that to give you proof that the dollar funnel is working. We've got incredible products. Check out the link below, and I hope to see you on the inside.